What do you think will get back to its all-time high first? Bitcoin, ETH, or Solana? Ooh, this is a tough one, and this is one I think a lot about as we go forward. And again, all these assets behave differently, they move differently, but let's look at a little bit of time series analysis. This is the top 10 cryptos, excluding stablecoins, of course, but their time from all-time high and time from all-time low. You can see here a lot of young chains versus old chains. You can see names like XRP and Bitcoin. Their all-time lows go back over 3,000 days, which is nearly 9 years. And if you look at Solana, Polkadot, and Near Protocol, they're all far younger. And the time from all-time high is also interesting. XRP is nearly 2,000 days, or over 2,000 days. No, nearly 2,000 days as well from its all-time high, which is a long time for those who can wait 5 years. I personally don't have that much time. I'm not that patient. But also remember, sometimes tokens will never get back to their all-time highs as well. And that's part of this question. Now, if you look as well at the average time from all-time high, when you exclude XRP, it's exactly 365 days. You can't make this up. And I was crunching the numbers. I said, oh my God, it's exactly a year on average since these names here, excluding XRP, hit their all-time high. That is crazy. And how long can we stay down here? Many think not much longer. So let's talk about, as actually Bitcoin is moving up as we speak. It's funny, a little pump there on a Sunday afternoon. Let's look at another view of distances from all-time high. Again, I think this is a very interesting perspective. Obviously, the more riskier the solution, the more volatile the solution, etc. But if you look at the left axis here, this is the percentage from all-time high. Starts at 0, goes to minus 100. And the right is the percentage gainers back to all-time high, calculated as a return on investment. And you can see that I put in a red line at the bottom, all near XRP, Cardano, Solana, Polkadot are all on average 88% from their all-time high today. And Solana and Polkadot are over 800% gainers to get back to their all-time highs. So that is kind of the question we must all ask ourselves is, how much risk do we want to take on for how much gain and how much return? And that's why I look at times from all-time high, times from all-time low. Give me the probability will they ever make it back to an all-time high. Some won't, of course. Some are ghost chains, some are scams, etc. But let's talk about this one. Now, in answer to your question, instead of going back to all-time high, I took the return halfway to all-time high. And I believe ETH could make it first because they have the least amount of inflation of all the tokens out there in this category. And they also have some big institutional movers thinking about coming in, especially with the Fidelity news last week and the week before. But note here, for Bitcoin to go back, the return on investment to go back to halfway, which is $34,339, is 79%. And that doesn't sound very exciting to most crypto investors. 80% return, not bad. Most people want at least a double, triple, quintuple, etc. Ethereum is 85% to get back to halfway. And I do believe Ethereum will hit halfway first of these three. And that means Ethereum will hit 2,400, which it was at, I think, 160 days ago. So not that long ago. I think it can get back there pretty quickly, especially with a lot of institutional adoption and also with the fact that it's becoming, hopefully, as it gets more adopted, more deflationary. And the return to half for Solana is 362.5%, which is a big chunk. That goes from the price 28.07, actually just hit 29 and spiked up in the last hour. But the half to all-time high is $129. So that's a big move. Now let's look at the second element. And again, this is what would happen if we got back to all-time highs. Bitcoin would generate 258% win. Ethereum, 270% on the nose, 269.9%. And Solana would do 825%. And I believe, considering that Solana trades at less than 1/16 of the market cap of Ethereum, but it's as widely adopted and does a lot of transactions. I think it's a screaming value. And I do believe it'll at least go to 20% of ETH's market cap in the very near future. And as the market rebounds, I believe Bitcoin will rebound first, Ethereum second, and then once these things run, then money will transfer from the runners to the ones that haven't run yet, and that'll be Solana. And then that could go very high, and that would be 825% return. So basically, you're nearly making 3x the money investing in Solana than you are with Ethereum, but it's riskier. And that's where we are. Does it have a chance of going back to its all-time high of $260+? The answer is, I believe so. If they continue to execute, if they get out of mainnet beta, if they have no more outages, etc., solve all their problems, the adoption should continue. But there is competition, and we do have new names sucking oxygen out of the room, like Aptos, etc., which I believe is part of the reason for the weakness in the layer ones last week. The so-called Sol Killer hurt all the layer ones